Hey folks, Susie Meadows here. Hope you're doing well. I am still arguing with with Facebook in my phone because I want to go portrait and or landscape and it just does not want me to. So, sometimes you don't always win, so that's okay. But I'm going to hop over here and check my iPad and hop on here. So while you are hopping on, let me know you're joining me. And I'm going to get on the iPad and see if we are broadcasting. Okay, cool. Hey, Marie, glad you're joining me. I wonder, are you heading to class? If you are, I hope you're being safe. And Kimberly's joining us. Hey, lady, glad you're joining. Hey, I'm checking on my iPad. That's if you're wondering what the heck is she doing. I'm checking to see if we are broadcasting. I would say we are, but you never know. So there we go. Oh boy, I see that you see all kinds of open space behind me, but well, Marie, be safe as you travel. And Vicki, glad you're joining. Hope everybody's doing good. This is Monday, November 8th, and this is the normal Facebook Live. Every Monday, I try to go live at 5 o'clock, as close to it as I can. Even though, like I said, I do struggle with Facebook lately, and I think I may try doing some other things. Maybe try a YouTube Live, but I've got several announcements. Just wanting to let you know. You guys know you're live if you see the red live button up in that corner up there. Otherwise, you're watching the replay, which is lovely. And then I also try to save this over on YouTube. I do try to take some of the announcements out though, or at least give you a heads up of when the crafting starts. Just a few things I wanted to mention. I'm excited this weekend, and I know some of you guys are probably going to be there too. As a demonstrator, we get together with all the other demonstrators, Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, and we have a 2.5 day, I guess you could say, a convention. It's called On Stage at Home. In fact, I'm going to move this over. You see that box up there? That was some of the goodies. Hey, Missy, glad you're joining. That's some of the swag. There's all kinds of goodies in there. So, but that will be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So, but anyway, that's coming up. That's just one of the really nice things about being a demonstrator, because we get to see all kinds of new stuff coming. And along with it, there is a sweet deal right now. Even if you don't want to be a business builder and you just want to be a discount shopper, there's a really nice deal, and I'll let you know about that. But Missy, I'm glad you're joining us. And I think I'm going to go ahead and turn you down. Like I said, just realize it's going to be a challenge because I wanted to be landscaped, but no. Facebook and my phone said, I don't think so. We don't want you to do that. We want, I'm going to get some lights over here, have to show you this little cute thing. So I will need to remember to look at that cute little thing. May the love of the season warm your home and fill your heart. Isn't that cool? Well, let me make sure we are all good here. Looks like we're a little counter whopper, but I think we're going to be good. So, but this is just, I've been getting ready for this class. Those of you that are local, we are going to be having November 18th, the Whimsical Trees card making class. And we'll be doing a 3D item too. But today is the last day if you want this bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies, because I need to order that today to get it here in time for November 18th. Otherwise, if you want to come and use all my goodies, it's $20, and we'll be making 5 different projects. And of course, if that night you choose to purchase anything, a Stampin' Up! $25 worth, the class is basically free. You just give me $5 plus shipping and tax, and you still get all of these, not, those are examples of cards. I did want to show you just a few I played with earlier. This is using some of the paper if you got last month during celebration. But this was a traditional one, and here's another traditional. But this one's a little more vintage. It's using some of that really pretty paper we'll be using. We'll be doing some vintage and some traditional. And this is just one with some, I did a little bit of embossing and using some blending brushes. So these are just a few of the possibilities. Actually, we won't be making these three. We'll be doing something else. But I did want to let you know that the deadline is today if you want. Look at that, I'm getting ready to lose a die. Haha, no way. There we go. Today's the deadline if you want to get these two. Otherwise, you can join us for the class. And I need to know like the Tuesday before the class, so that would be, that's a Thursday, so that would be by the 16th, 15th, 16th. Let me know you're joining the class for 20 bucks. So, okay. Now, last week I did show you how to use this bundle. I started with some easy cards, and I bumped it up, added a little bit of color, and then I bumped it up using the dies and made a more elaborate card. And that was last week, so you can check out the Facebook Live if you're curious about that. One other thing I wanted to mention is Paper Pumpkin. If you are interested in this, there's going to be 9 treat goodies with bags, food safe bags. You need to subscribe by the 10th if you want these treats. And, you know, if you look at that treat, look how big that is compared to the box. This is last month's box. And so, you know, this is, where's my ruler? This is, well, it's 6 inches, a little more than 6 inches. So that tells you that treat's probably 5 inches. That will be able to hold quite a bit of goodies. Oh, and these, this was last month's. I'm so tickled, folks, and I'm sure you guys are some of the folks that have been watching this video. But I did an alternative paper pumpkin. I showed my projects. This is, I don't have them actually in this kit, but this was one of the projects I showed. And in fact, I sent my customers, those that order paper pumpkin from me, I sent them all the goodies to make this alternative card. But this particular video has had more than 2,400 views. Blows my mind. So, but it was a fun kit to work on. Okay, so, but this next month, you got to subscribe by the 10th. And then, remember, it's a 2-step process. You subscribe, you purchase the kit, and then you tell them where to send it. Because some folks, you know, a lot of folks that like to travel, they use these. And so they may be in Florida, you know, in a warm spot sometimes for the winter. So that's why there's a way to tell them where you want it to go. And now this is a really sweet deal. I'm just going to mention it really quickly for this month. If you would like to join Stampin' Up, you can get $125 worth of anything, any Stampin' Up stuff for $75. Now, like I said, this is not just for those that want to build a business. If you want to be a discount shopper, this is still a good deal, gang. In fact, that's why I started as a discount shopper. I loved that 20%. So for this $75, you get to pick out any $125 worth. You get free shipping for that starter kit. You still have to pay taxes. But then afterwards, you get 20 to 25% off. You also get to know about advanced promos, things that are getting ready to happen. You get to join my team of snazzy crafters, and Miss Vicky is on here, and she is a snazzy crafter. She's very, very talented. And we have a Facebook page, and I try to get together quarterly and do some craft sessions. And then also my upline is Brandy Cox, and I know some of you other gals on here are with Brandy. She has the team as Blooms and Butterfly, and if you join under me, you get to participate in that. She does some great training and also some monthly crafting challenges. So anyway, so it's fun. I just wanted to let you know, if you're curious, holler. And some people ask, what the heck do you have to do? Well, every quarter, $300 worth of merchandise, whether you or your friends and family help you out. And so that's really only $240 if you're purchasing it yourself. So, but anyway, so that's the scoop. Let me know if you are interested. I would love for you to join us. We have fun. Okay, I've teased you a little bit. We are going to use these Tailor Made Tags Dies. Pardon me. Gotta get a drink here. So these are what we are using tonight, just to show you what these pieces are. Let me see, how many dies are here? It says there's 10. And so you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 sizes of the square. Well, yeah, I'm gonna call that square. The linear tag. And then you have you have 4 of the curved tag. And then you also have sort of like an eyelet. It's like a reinforcement. You used to be able to get these sticky and you'd use for loose leaf notebooks. But anyway, so you've got that as an option, or here you have some angled ones that go like that. So, but we are going to use these. And I wanted to show you a card that came in a swap. This card here, they use the tags as part of a card. And I thought that was really cool. So this was one of my teammates' cards using this same die set. And here is that reinforcement. Here she used the same color there. So, okay, so that's what we're going to be using. We're going to start with an easy tag first. And guys, I have a whole bunch that I've made, so don't let me forget. I'll try to watch the comments. So, but I think first I'm going to show you how to make a tag without dies. Let's say you just have some white cardstock. Now, the stamp set I'm going to use is photopolymer, so that's why I am getting this is actually a Stamparatus foam, but it stamps better that way. And I'm going to use the Sweets and Treats stamp set. And I've used this before on Facebook Live. In fact, here's one of the cards we made. So we did that. And then later on, I did the Yum one. But anyway, this is what we're going to use, and it's photopolymer. So in other words, it doesn't have a lot of cushion on the back. So first thing I'm going to do is I want to flag that. Now, there you can use you can use a punch to do that. But I'm just going to, with my scissors, cut them approximately in the middle, where I think the middle of that is. And we're just going to fishtail it, flag it. So there we go. Very easy. Okay, now I'm going to use my black ink. And I'm going to do happy birthday. So we're going to ink this up. Oh, it's upside down. That would have been good. You would have laughed with me all, wouldn't you? Happy birthday. And then we're going to use this cupcake. And I'm also going to use a tasty treat. So I'm sort of fitting it to see where I want. And I think I'm going to do the tasty treat for someone sweet. I'm going to do that up there at an angle. I do not have to be, I'm not totally structured where everything has to be angle, straight, very linear. Don't have to do that. Okay, so there we go. So that is a really easy tag. Now, we need to be able to put some ribbon through there. So I'm going to use take your pick tool, and I'm going to use this major, look at that piercing area. The other end is a spatula. So, but I'm going to approximately where the middle is. There we go. And go like that. And since my foam mat is not very thick, I'm bringing it up off the mat. If you had a thick piece of sponge, that would be great. Like the inside of your block case, that would work really good. Oh, my putty came out. Let's get that back on here. Now, I get a little dangerous, so I'm going to put this back on. But we'll leave it here. Okay, I'm just going to use some white baker's twine. You know, I'm sure you have some ribbon around. Like I said, I like doing always starting with an easy card because I realize not everybody has been crafting for 20 plus years and they don't necessarily have everything. So there we go. There is a very easy tag. Now, now let's say we wanted to bump this up a little bit. We could do that by using other color of inks. We could color our cupcake. So those are some easy ways. We could use some colored cardstock or some colored ribbon. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use these dies to make a tag. So first thing we better do is close up the ink. Dangerous otherwise. Okay, get things out of my way here. Now, we are going to, what do I need? I'm going to make a tag out of designer series paper. And I'm going to do another one with white. Better get my stuff over here. I've got it way out of the way, right in the way. So, and I'm getting all my pieces and parts if you're wondering, what the heck is she doing? I think we are going to use this one. I'm going to use that one there. And I'm going to use the next size down on that. And I'm going to use the round reinforcement. So let me get my baby. I don't even have it set up. My mini stamp and cut machine. And let me just scoot this over. And I'm putting my silicone mat down because these have feet that will stick lots of times. They'll help you out. And many times I have it on paper and so it slides everywhere. Well, we are going to let the feet help us this time. So remember the mini cut, it tells, here's our instructions 1, and then a cutting mat 2, which is well loved, you can see, and then the paper, and then the die, and then another cutting plate. Gang, a hint on this, it's going to be curving, so make sure you flip it and turn it frequently. How's that? And that way you will have more life out of your cutting plate. Because, I mean, actually you can get reemplacement plates from Stampin' Up. Now I'm going to get a little piece of washi tape here, just in case, because this may move around on me. Now, if I had my big one out, I could cut all of this on one. But I've got it and it's across the room. But I'm going to use my mini one to show that you don't have to have the big boss to do this. You can do this with your mini. So I'm just getting it started here. And I'm going to shake your world a little bit. I realize that because the camera mount is on the same surface as the machine. So there we go. We're going to, pardon me. It's harvest season here, which is wonderful. But that means it is very dusty right now. So I'm moving stuff. Okay, oops. Now we need to cut the little guy. Get this little guy. So I hope you guys are doing well. It's warmed up for us. We have had our first frost. Here in Indiana, I'm in central Indiana, we've had our first freeze, but it's warmed back up again. And it's going to be warm for a couple more weeks. And it's going to stay dry, which is nice. The farmers need that, let me tell you. They're behind on their harvest. Here in central Indiana, it is, we have a lot of soybeans and corn. And this is a late harvest for us. So, okay, now let's do some stamping here. I'm actually going to add a few colors. But, well, let me see. First, I'm going to use my black because I'm looking here just to double check what I want to do here. I'm going to start with my cupcake. And I'm going to put it down here at the bottom. Okay, and then with my black, I want to use Happy Birthday. Oh, didn't ink it well on the bottom. And I'm going to put it right there. I've used a piece of Pool Party cardstock. And on the back of this, there we go. It's pretty black, isn't it? So, okay, so we're not going to put anything on the back right now. But I'm going to use, I have my options. I can use, this is Pool Party, and this Designer Series paper is Pool Party. But these colors go very nice with it. And I think I'm going to use my Bermuda Bay. It's quite a bit darker, but I want this sentiment to stick out. It says, a tasty treat for someone sweet. And I'm going to do it at an angle. Once again, I do like my angles. You know, and see, look, I pressed too hard because I did this in my hand. So I got ink down here, which is fine as long as you go straight down and straight up. That won't be a problem. But I got it on my finger, and that will be a problem. So we're going to close up the ink, and I'm going to get my Simply Chamois. I know it looks dirty, but it's not. It's stained. I've been using it for quite a while. In fact, I need to probably, yep. Oh, Marie she's at a class. Okay, well, hey, have fun studying. Yes, please do catch the replay. Okay, now we are going to do some other things here. I'm going to go ahead and glue this. I like using the liquid multi-purpose glue. And I don't need gobs. It's not your Elmer's. It just truly needs a good coat on here. I think I missed a little bit up here, like a little bit at the top. There we go. Okay. Yep, I had a chance to craft with my sister-in-law and my two nieces Saturday. And it was so much fun. They don't necessarily paper craft. My sister-in-law takes paper pumpkin. And I tell you, she's really good at watercolor painting. And so she does some really pretty cards. She's just sort of getting started. But she likes the paper pumpkin, and that works really good. But my niece, I don't know if you've seen, if you follow me on Facebook, my niece is a flower gardener. She didn't go to school for it. She actually went to school for health, public health, but she has taught herself everything. And of course, you know me, I'm an avid gardener. My mom and dad, well, my dad's a farmer, and but he also is an avid gardener. And so she's picked up on that, and I'm sure some other family members have. So I'm just going to fussy cut this out. As you can see, when I fussy cut, my goal is truly to just wiggle it. Because with this, I couldn't make it straight. I would have angles all different ways. So when it's like that, I think it's easier to fussy cut and do it all angled, because that way you can't determine is it straight or not. I'm going to use my bone folder, and I'm bending it because I want some curls. So I want curls in the middle and on the end. So to make that stay curved, I'm going to use my mini glue dots. And oops, I think I'll put two of them right there in the middle. It's a little piece of thing here, so it's easy to lose. Use just a little bit of liquid glue on each end. Okay, good deal. I was looking at the time. It looks like we're doing good because we are just about done. Well, just about done with this card. Not totally. Put those, because I want that to bump up, and there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to color that. I could use my alcohol blends, but I'm just going to use some watercolor pencils. Now, this is Momento Ink, and so really alcohol blends work really good with this. But I have found the blends will do well also as long as you don't rub all over the black lines. So I'm thinking how I want to do this. Okay. I'm going to use, this is Bermuda Bay, and I'm just putting a little bit down here. As you can see, I'm not coloring it totally because the ink is going to move around for me. And I think I'm going to use my rich raspberry a little bit. It's going to be a striped cupcake liner. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the rich raspberry in the dark areas to give it a little bit of some different colors there. Okay, and then I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo. Now see, doesn't that look like pink and Flirty Flamingo? That is Flirty Flamingo. But that's why you got to look at the names. Because this is, it looks more of a pink, but it's a light pink. So I'm just putting a little bit there. Okay, now I'm going to use my blender pen. And I'm going to need a scrap paper to make sure it's clean. Yep, see, I had a little bit of yellow I used on it last. So I'm going to start with the blues. Now this is regular cardstock, so it is not real thick. So because of that, you can't move the ink too far or it will ball up. So see, I'm taking the blue off. Now I'm going to go with the pinks. And I'm just moving the ink just a little bit, or yeah, the ink from the Watercolor Pencils. Okay, take that off because I don't want it to be too concentrated. Now here, I'm just taking that darker from the rich raspberry and blending it with the Flirty. There we go. So see, it gives it just a little bit of definition, not gobs. There we go. I like that. Okay, now we need to decide what ribbon. We have options. We can go with some pretty Pool Party sheer. We've got the Just Jade. I know that's a different color, but it would work with the gold. We've got this pretty, what is this stuff? This glittered organdy ribbon. That's pretty. Look at that, pretties. And then we've got this plaid, which is, and I don't think I'm going to go with plaid and dots. We're taking that off the plate right now. And we're going to take the Just Jade off the plate. So we're going to go, I don't know that would show up at all, whereas this would. And, let me look at some other ribbon. What about this one? That would work, and that's actually soft succulent. I know. I think something else I'm going to try. We're going to try two other things. Okay, that is Pool Party. So we're going to get Pool Party. I'm getting my blends. We're going to try some things and see what things look like. Okay, get me a scratch piece of paper. This is the seam binding, the Whisper White. Let's see what some of these look like. Okay, that is the dark Bermuda. That is the light Bermuda. I like that better. I don't like the dark. We'll take that off the table. This is a dark Pool Party. Oh, I like using the other end. Now that's not bad. And here's the light. I'm afraid that would be too much. Yep, that doesn't do anything. So it's going to be one of those two. I think it's going to be that one, which is the dark. Okay, so we'll get these others out of the decision-making process. And let's start fresh. Get that off here. Okay, so I'm just going to take this. You see how I'm laying this down? I don't want to hurt the point. I don't want to destroy the point at all. So I'm laying it flat. And so it's the broad surface is doing this. There we go. Okay, we'll do just a little bit more. I don't think, it doesn't matter which side you do it on. So we decided to go with the light Bermuda Bay. Okay, go ahead and cut that. Get this out of the way. Now, I do want to use this. So what I'm going to do is I want that here. Or we could even go like this. This is designing on the fly, guys. Nope. We need to go here. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off the roll. Get that back out of the way. And stick it through. And you know, this is always, this is the dangerous time because I'm going to tie a bow on camera. And that is dangerous because that's when you become, I don't know about you, but me, I become fumble-fingered and can't do diddly squat. So, first of all, we're going to find the middle. Boom. There we go. Get that out of the way. That's going to help. That way my ends are not flopping on me. So I'm going to go like that. And like that. There we go. Cool. Okay. Now, I like this, but now I'm going to maneuver my bow because I don't need it quite that big. We're going to boom and boom. Okay, so this was our easy card. This card, our tag, there we go. This was our easy tag, and this is our elaborate tag. Now, I promised I wanted to show you some of the others. Oh, good, we're doing good on time. So some of the other things I've made. This one here is, I actually did this one on a Facebook Live a little while ago. So we're going to put you, where are we going to put you? Oh, get my purdies. Get that there. It looks like we have more space. So here and here. There is our, what we worked on tonight. Okay. So, oh, we don't need these, do we? Well, I'll keep those reinforcements though. So put that back on here. Okay. This is, I did using the Tidings and Trimmings bundle. I did this quite a while ago. But this was an easy tag, and this was just using paper, stamps, and ink. I did use some colored ribbon. And here's where I bumped it up using the dies and the stamp sets and a label. So that's an example of an easy to elaborate card. And then another, oh, now this one had a lot of goodies. So I'm bringing it over carefully. Probably should have done it first. This one was an easy card, and here is the elaborate card. Now this used the Snowman Season. This was out last year with the Christmas, and I love this stamp set. And it also has a punch, so I used the punch. For the elaborate, I use these, look at these pretty things. This is actually part of the suite with the whimsical trees. They're called the Wonderful Snowflakes, so I used part of that. I used the Playful Pets, the trim, and I actually used these matte decorative dots for coal. You could use, there's also black dots you could have used, but I've used all mine up, so. Okay, now I've got two more to show you, and these are elaborate. So this one here, this is the one I teased you with earlier, and this one I used the tree dies for our two trees. I used, let me see, what else did I use? Of course, I used the tags. I used the Tidings of Christmas Designer Series paper. Doesn't that go well together with it? And then I used this pretty gold and rose gold specialty paper. So that one was an elaborate. And then I've got one last one to show you. And actually, my niece is the one that gave me this idea. She used these tags, and she also used this stamp set, Delivering Cheer. And she made several tags with this. And that got me thinking. So this is what I came up with. This particular tag, I used the Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. I'm going to lay that right there. I also used the Craft paper pack. This is really good for tags because this is some sturdy stuff. And then here like I said, I used this Delivering Cheer, this one here, and then I just watercolored that. So, and then, like I said, use some paper. So there you go, gang. These are the projects. Of course, our easy one. This is what we started with, our easy tag, and then we bumped it up to elaborate. So, gang, if you do not have a demonstrator and you're interested in any of these goodies, this is how you can reach me. I'm Susie Meadows, and craftingwithsusie.stampinup.net. This is the host code for November. I like to, folks that order, I like to, as a thank you, get you some goodies. Oh, thank you for the hearts there. So, but anyway, if you don't have a demonstrator, I'd love to chat with you. And like I said, if you got any questions or how to make these. So I hope you guys are doing well. I will be back next Monday, which is, what is that? That is, I believe, November 15th is Monday. Of course, I don't have a calendar. Yep, I'm pretty sure it's the 15th. I'm trying to look. No. Nope. Oh, well, shoot, that's on October. That won't do me any good. I was looking at the October calendar. Anyway, I'll be here next Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. So if there's something you'd like me to create, give me a holler and I'll see if I can. So hope things are going well, and I will catch up with you later. Take care. Bye-bye.